The Tin Man strode out of the woods that were his childhood home, dressed for full effect in a tuxedo jacket and a red bow tie. A little tin heart was pinned to his lapel. He was through with the family business. He had put away the axe his father had given him and taught himself to play guitar. The kind of love he wanted couldn't be found by knocking down trees. To give himself courage, he sang. Here I am, your teenage heartthrob. My mission is to outrage art snobs. When you cheer and scream and sob, I'll know that you're in love with me, with me. The Tin Man followed the glow of street lamps and the smell of barbecue, pinching his heart-shaped lapel pin for luck as with creaking steps he made his way towards civilization. Soon he could hear voices, high, jubilant voices, and he knew these to be the voices of girls. He passed through a white gate, crossed over a green lawn, and found himself standing at the side of an in-ground swimming pool of opulent proportions, about which there was gathered a high-spirited throng of healthy youths who were all looking sleek in their designer bathing suits. Gradually the sound of celebration abated, and the Tin Man stood, smiling through his panicking nerves, while the eyes of the assembly fixed themselves coldly upon the absurdly attired interloper in their midst. Knowing this to be his moment, the Tin Man started to sing. Here I am, your teenage heartthrob. You'll save your wages from Walmart jobs to pay the fee to join my fan club, to prove that you're in love with me, in love with me. There was, among the young ladies that stood gawking before the Tin Man, a conspicuous lack of swooning. He expected that he would be rushed at any moment by his new, obviously awe-struck fans, and presently his prediction was realized. It was not the girls who swooped, frothing and frenzied upon him, but the boys, 3 or 4 of the brawniest in the number. They hoisted the Tin Man off his feet and tossed him like a bag of refuse into the pool, where he sank faster almost than the eye could follow. There he lay, pinned by his own weight, at the bottom of the deep end, while rust ravaged his slender tin body from crown to heel. Through a weaving pattern of reflected sunbeams, the Tin Man watched the silhouettes of the revelers above him. A girl waved her arms emphatically and pointed down in his direction. A boy shook his head, crossed his arms, and shrugged his shoulders. The girl grew more animated still, and seemed about to jump in herself, but the boy barred her, and after a moment's exchange with the girl, dived in. He took the Tin Man's arm and strained to lift him up, but after a half-minute's fruitless struggle, was exhausted. The boy pushed himself back up to the surface, shouted something, and was instantly joined by 2 of his muscular friends. Together they bore the stranger back into the sultry summer air, where others waited to drag him to the pool's edge. The Tin Man knew that it was too late. He was rusted beyond recovery, rusted almost beyond recognition. Gone were his cheeks and their winsome blush. His joints crumbled. His heart-shaped lapel pin was lost forever at the bottom of the pool. A girl came to his side, a pretty brunette with a freckled nose, whom he recognized as the one that petitioned the boys to come to his rescue. With horror and pity, with her brown eyes full of tears, she tried to speak, but could only sob. With his last ounce of strength, before rust and a heart forever lost claimed his implausible life, the Tin Man very faintly sang. Here I am, your teenage heartthrob, in essence just an upstart doorknob. I'll forgive you and your lynch mob if you say that you're in love with me, in love with me, in love with me. But the girl said nothing at all. Closing the corroded pits of his dull gray eyes, the Tin Man passed noiselessly away.